Hello friends, welcome to part 2 of the 1962 Gravely LI. In part 1 I did a compression test on 3 of the Gravely's that I have, and the first thing I noticed was I don't think it was accurate at all. I was using the Pittsburgh compression tester kit, and the second thing that happened was the retainer clip either came off, went flying, broke, I don't know what happened. And that was the retaining clip that holds the coupler and the spring assembly on it. And then I just fixed it real quick with the hose clamp. I was able to make it work. And then I had two stroke. One was a trimmer and the other one was a blower. And the trimmer, I know, because I use that trimmer here, has good compression. And when I checked the compression on that and the blower, I came up with 30 pounds of pressure, which I think it's impossible. So for one thing, I think it was inaccurate, and second of all, I think that I either just got a defective one. I mean, I've had a couple of comments where, commenters said they've had them for years and they've used them and they were fine. I don't know if I just got a lemon or I don't know what, but what I did was I brought the Pittsburgh back, and then for another $20 I got this Maddox compression tester, and I want to see, we'll take it out of the box and we'll take a look at that. Okay, so what happened was I had a compression reading on the 62 here of 43, and what was happening was when I started the engine up, it sounded like it wasn't making enough compression. It sounded like it was popping a little bit through the exhaust valve. So what I did was I figured first thing to try is to adjust the valves, which we did in part 1. So I went from a compression reading of 43, and then it had a compression reading of 50. So what I want to do today is I already took the spark plug out, and I want to see what the compression reading is with the Maddox. So let me get it out of the box and we'll take a look at it and see what it looks like. Okay, so this comes with all, already I'm seeing, spending the extra $20 for this kit was a lot better off in my eyes. It comes with all kinds of adapters that you would need depending on the spark plug hole. You would want to match the spark plug threads to the adapter that you're going to want to use, which is very important. You don't want to use one that's too long and interfere with the piston. You could do damage that way. So the first thing I'm seeing with this one here is with the Pittsburgh, it had the Schrader valve up in here somewhere. Okay, to where this one here, this is the adapter we're going to be using on the Gravely here, and this has the Schrader valve in here, at the beginning where this goes into the spark plug hole. So that, to me, that's a big plus. Like I said in part 1, over the years, every one that I've used or every one that I've owned had the Schrader valve in here, in this area here. So what I want to do today is I'm going to I'll hook it up to the Gravely here, the 62. I've already gone ahead and I put the mower deck on it, because after we check the compression, I'm going to start it up and give it a quick carburetor adjustment, because I didn't do any carburetor adjustment after we took care of the issue with adjusting the valves. So I'm going to get this thing set to try, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, so the engine's ice cold. I haven't started it up yet. I suggest doing it with the engine cold because you have an O-ring in here, and I guess if the engine's hot, you could damage the O-ring on the compression tester here on the hose. So I'm going to give it a try and see what we come up with now with this application here. I don't know, it looks worse than it was the first time. 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm getting a reading of 45. Oh, there it goes. It went higher now. Now I'm still getting a reading of 45. I'm getting a reading of 45, which isn't too cool, really. But try one more time for the heck of it. Yeah, I'm still getting a reading of 45. I couldn't show you. Alright. Anyway, I'm getting a reading of 45. So, what I'll do is I'll put the spark plug in it, I'll start it up and let it warm up. And I'll do a carburetor adjustment on it. So this is 5 pounds less than the Pittsburgh was, which I'm surprised. I thought it would have more compression. I'm going to give the high side on the carburetor an adjustment on a high mixture stick. Seems a little rich. If I lean it out any more than that, it will stall. But this have a little, it seems like it's a little rich, but I have to leave it that way for now. I don't know. Going by the compression was low before I did the valve adjustment. It does seem to run a lot better. So let's take it out in the field and see how it does. That's the only thing we could do right now. Before we go, this is the remote for the PTO. And what happened was I went to bend it a little bit and I broke it. So I had to put the manual one on for now. I'm going to have this one welded or spent $30 and get a brand new one for it. You know, I just wanted to tweak it just so so much. But I bent it a couple of times. I guess it couldn't take it anymore. But maybe I could take it up the street and let the guy weld it. Okay, so let's give it a try. It doesn't seem to be too bad. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it let the field grow pretty high. I still have to change the tires over, and I have to fix that remote lever for the PTO. But I don't know. I'm not happy with the compression readings that I got, but after I adjusted the valves, it made a difference. And I know the exhaust valve was sticking open a little bit because I couldn't stick the feeler gauge in there, you know. So, all right. So thanks for watching, and I'll see all you guys on the next one. And stay safe.